That was my first code. Sat around all day yesterday for like full 12-hour shift, and now I'm actually still shaking because it's, you know, you get a call, and it was for this unit to be called out. This is called the SARA. This is the extrication unit. It's the one with the jaws of life inside. And the fact that all of the Skyway and SLX guards are all EMT trained, when they call us, you know it's going to be pretty serious. So you don't really know what to expect. Wow, I'm sorry, I'm just still, the adrenaline's something else. So we came from Susanna Heights, where we were parked, and the accident happened just before C5, before the on-ramp. And you just put your foot to the ground, and this thing shakes, like it's violently shaking. It's not really, it's got the aerodynamics of a house. So when you get up to speed, it really doesn't handle very well at all. The brakes are, well, you know, just enough. So you're always conscious of that. But I think what I really got out of it, I can't believe how dumb some drivers are out there. I mean, really how disrespectful, and how, I got no words that I can put on camera for these people, because you're right behind them. You got sirens blaring, screaming. You got our hands outside the window, people just waving, trying to get them out of the way, and they just don't get it. And it slows you down. It really slows you down. You're actually mad, because you can't believe how dumb people are. You're screaming already, fucking get out of the way, and they don't get it. Right. One taxi actually stopped in the middle of the U-turn section of Magallanes because he just froze, I guess, you know, and you can't fit around them. And anyway, so this case, the worst thing that happened was a broken leg. But you know, they can't be as lucky next time, and every second counts. So wow, that was my first code. The tricky part is now you have to be quick but very smooth, because you have a patient in the back. You want to get to the hospital fast, but you can't also stress the patient, who is, the sirens alone and everything tend to give them a little bit more extra stress, so you have to make up for it with the driving. Okay. Okay. Now they just have to get out of my way.
Turn right on Imperial Avenue, then bear left.
Patient, everybody, be patient. Coming through, coming through, coming through, come on. Thank you. You know what's amazing so far? You'd never believe it. I never thought I would see the day where the public utility drivers are more courteous than some of the private drivers. Would you agree? Yeah. It's strange, no? Yung mga bus drivers and jeepney drivers so far have been the ones giving way. Some of the private people have a lot to learn from them. Yeah. What are the odds of that?
Almost all private people, pinakamatigas ang ulo pagdating sa ambulance.
You heard it from him, not from me. He's the real driver of this car. Matigas ng ulo. Well, aside from the fact that the patient is stabilized in the back, it's not as strenuous as yesterday, but still, it's always just making sure that you don't hit anything, you don't cause another accident in the process, and you still get there as quick as you can. Perspective. First time I'm actually liking those people. Been very helpful, actually.
In 200 meters, turn right on Senator Jill Bryant Avenue.
You know, if people just knew how to do the zipper effect, would be, I mean, they don't understand that they can really help just by giving a zipper effect. That's when you just stagger yourself. Don't be side by side with another car. Over here. It's when the worst thing you can do is be side by side with another car, maintaining the same speed. So one of you's got to give way. Just make it zipper, and then the ambulance can get through, and it's a big help. Touchdown. 3, 4, 6. There was a little frustration because some of the crew were wondering why the others, the Zaki, it's called the Zaki ambulance, which is stationed ADB, were wondering why they couldn't respond to the code, but it's one part of the training. So you just take orders. You don't question. Central will know what's best because they have a bird's eye view. But you know, that's a human element. You get a little frustrated, wondering maybe from ADB it could have been 5 minutes, but we don't know the full story. At the end of the day, we got here. The preppy, which is their term for a patient, is safe. She's stable, and we've done our jobs. So pretty cool.